Hi everyone, it's Rachel, and today I wanted to show you what I eat in a day. I always have a pretty varied diet, so today's just a small snapshot. I had a medium boiled egg, half a cucumber with homemade lemon hummus, and a peach. I had another peach just because they were juicy and delicious. Had some green olives and salami roll-ups. And I had about 3 squares of dark chocolate. I made a salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, red onion, fennel, chickpeas, and black olives, and some feta cheese. And the dressing was olive oil, vinegar, basil, and garlic powder. Overall, this is a pretty short workout for me. We did a full body workout. This is me getting my butt beat up by a sled that I'm pulling with 45 pounds on it. These box jumps are a lot harder for me than they seem. They're 2 feet in height and I'm only 5'2", but yeah, they definitely destroy my quads. So these are the leg extensions or back extensions, and I'm doing them with a 25-pound plate, and you can tell by my face that I was just in agony. Like, my lower back needed work. Okay, so these are me doing chin-up negatives unassisted, but I also have to land on a platform because I legitimately can't reach the ground. But I am really proud that I could do 2 unassisted like that with my back the way it is. These are assisted chin-ups and dips. The chin-ups are first, and the machine's actually holding 70 pounds, and I'm doing the rest of the work for my frame, and like, you can see me shake. Like, it's very hard for me, but I did really well today, so I'm gonna take that as a win for myself. I forgot to record abs and stretching afterwards, but I did do that at the end before heading home. So for dinner, we decided to make chicken parm, and pardon raw chicken if anyone's bothered by seeing raw meat, sorry, but this is me filleting it so I could get cutlets in order to make the chicken parm. So once I had all the cutlets, I'm dipping it in an egg wash, which is just beaten egg, and then breadcrumbs, which are just Italian store-bought seasoning breadcrumbs. And then from there, I'm dipping it into hot frying oil so the cutlets can cook. So once the cutlets are browned on one side, I just flip them over to the next. So I forgot to record myself actually making the homemade tomato sauce, but I can always do that in another video if you want. But this is me taking it out of the pot and attempting not to burn myself, and layering it in a thin layer on the bottom of the baking pan, and then taking out the cutlets so that they can drain the excess oil off. And once your sous chef is so nice to have grated mozzarella for you, I then play Tetris by putting all the chicken cutlets and fitting as many as possible in the baking dish. And so this is always the interesting part because the cutlets always come out funky shapes once they're fried. But so I try to fit as many as possible, and then after that I layer a thin layer of tomato sauce on all of them. But again, this is me attempting not to be burned by said hot sauce. So once you're done layering all the cutlets with enough sauce on there to like cover them thoroughly, then you have to be like very generous with the amount of mozzarella that you put on top. I like to make sure I thoroughly coat mine, and then once that's done, I add a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. So I forgot to actually record myself putting it into the oven, but this is the final product of how the pan turns out. So I wanted ice cream, so we went out and got ice cream. I got mint chocolate chip and blueberry on my waffle cone and ate the entire thing. I also prepped with a ton of lactate. So I made a black bean and corn salsa as a late night snack. We love to keep this on hand anyway in my house, so this is just me rinsing canned black beans and corn and then putting it into a bowl. And then after that, I just chopped and de-seeded half a jalapeno, and I try to make it as finely diced as possible just because my family's not a huge fan of like big pieces of jalapeno in our food. And then after that, I popped that in the bowl and then cleaned my hands and went after and finally diced up some garlic, added that to the bowl once it was like really fine, because again, I don't want really big pieces of garlic in my salsa. I then proceeded to cut up some red onion, nice and fine. And by the way, everything you see going into this bowl with pistachios in the corner is actually like a compost bin for my family, because that seemed kind of cute. After that, I just cleaned and cut up some cilantro. Then I decided to juice a lemon because I didn't have any limes in the house, but I made sure to take out all the seeds because I still needed that acidity in my salsa. Then I just seasoned it with a little bit of salt, pepper, and just a tiniest bit of cumin. I ate lots of this with plenty of corn chips. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and please subscribe. See you next week.